You ever walk into a room and you're stressed, you're thinking about something, you try to cover it up. So you walk in and you're stressed, but you're putting a smile on your face and you're not letting your family feel what you're feeling. But the energy is felt anyways, right? Like your kids or your wife feels kind of that void of happiness as you walk into the room. The energy gets sucked away from the room. Likewise, when you're all having fun with your friends and that one person walks into the group and the energy just gets sucked out of the room, not because you dislike the person, it's just the energy that they carry with themselves, right? And this is something that people never teach you. This is the other half that we don't really consider. We always say kids and toddlers learn after the examples that they see. They learn from what you're doing, right? That's only half of it. That's only half of the story. They are also tuning into the frequency that you are transmitting, whether that is your thoughts, your beliefs, your stress, your conflicts, your worries, right? All of these thoughts in your mind, in your brain gets transmitted and they're tuning into that. So before they're even able to speak, kids are picking up on your energy. And this is something that nobody teaches. School doesn't teach us, university doesn't teach, religion. It's not in any parenting book. Your beliefs just aren't insignificant thoughts in your head. They're frequencies creating a broadcast, kind of like a TV signal just in the air. And the people around you, the people that you love the most, right? Your immediate circle. So your family, your wife, your partner, right? They're receiving that broadcast 24/7. So in the same vein of people saying, hey, keep the people around you up to par because you're the product of who you're around. Likewise, anything you can gain from being around elite people, you kind of get the same drop off hanging out with degenerates, right? Because it's not just the action of doing things together, but it's the broadcast and frequency of our energies and our mind and our beliefs kind of creating that environment that you're in. Like when you're coming home to your family and your kids and you're mad about what your boss was doing, how they're talking to you and how they've been treating you. You're not yelling, you're not mad at your family or kids, but you kind of carry that energy with you, right? Pretty sure you've had this instance happen before. When you come home with that energy, your 2-year-old, it's a fit, a meltdown. And it's easy for you to blame, oh, maybe he watched too much. Maybe my 2-year-old had too much sugar as a snack, right? You automatically default to those reasons as to why, but you've never really considered perhaps it's the energy and the frequency and the vibration that you are currently operating on. They feel your cortisol, right? They feel the tension in your nervous system. They're downloading, dad is unsafe right now, or dad is worried right now. Not because you did anything specifically to them, but because your internal state is radiating threat, right? Your ego, your identity is under attack, and your belief system is processing it as such, and it is being transmitted to your immediate surrounding, right? Your kids absorb it differently too, right? Like your youngest and your eldest might have two different ways of approaching it. As if you're very hateful, you're very judgmental, the way you talk about it and carry it, even if it's not verbal, even if you think it in your heart, in your mind, in your head, look to see if your kids are demonstrating those same tendencies as you are. Oftentimes, kids are the most purest and most clear reflection of who their parents are. If they're getting trouble in school or with social interactions, oftentimes that's just a reflection of their parents' mind and state of being in their heart. They can say one thing, right, at the playground, don't hit, be nice, be gentle. But if your brain and your heart's elsewhere, the kids pick up on that and they reflect that in their behavior because we transmit our beliefs. We transmit beliefs of judgment and just ungodly things all the time when we are comparing, when we are judging, when we are critiquing, when we are letting our energies get divided and our attentions get pulled left and right.